EPA degree meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for July 29th, 2021. For your Thursday, we're expecting scattered showers and thunderstorms today. There could be some severe weather involved with this, too. This is all part of a mesoscale convective system that has, actually is currently, as I'm recording the video, moving across Wisconsin. And you can see that here on the radar with a very strong line of storms here that quite possibly could turn into a derecho out in this region as it crosses over Lake Michigan and heads toward the South Bend area of Indiana. So this is going to move through overnight. A lot of reports with this particular line that have winds over 80 miles per hour and some tennis ball size hail report with some of this. So a couple tornadoes. So it's a mess out there in Wisconsin. But that is not exactly how it's going to play out here. I think you're going to have a tornado threat today, but it's only going to be confined to a certain area, and I'll show you that here in the video. At first, we're going to have some what we call convergence showers that are going to pop over parts of eastern Pennsylvania and then head into New Jersey, and that's going to be during the course of the morning. Then there's going to be a little bit of break where it's just cloudy. What's keeping the lid on the severe threat for the most part in most areas today is the fact that we're going to have plenty of extensive cloud cover. If we had the sun breaking out today, all hell would be breaking loose. But alas, it's not. Okay, so we're going to have overcast conditions, or at the very least, mostly cloudy. I can't rule out that you might get a little brightening here or there. But it looks like for most of the day, you're going to be generally cloudy, and that's going to keep a lid on the severe weather threat for some areas. Now, with this particular type of system, it's a dynamically driven system, so you don't need necessarily a lot of sun for it to still produce, as long as you're close to that area of best forcing and highest shear, and that is going to run right across parts of Pennsylvania during the course of the day today. So, stuff this morning here is just going to be a few showers. This is going to rotate through the region and give us the scattered showers and thunderstorms threat across the entire region, but the severe is going to be limited to, I think, the southern and southwestern areas of our region. Now, I'm going to use the high-resolution rapid refresh model here as a point of reference instead of the NAM. The NAM was just doing some off-the-charts crazy nonsense this evening, so not really realistic, and when it initialized, it does not match current radar. As a matter of fact, the radar that I'm looking at here, the current radar, didn't have any of this out here on the western side here. So it initialized and just had like a little bit of a line right here, and that's it. Way too far off base from where it should be. So it doesn't really match current radar. It's not really a good tool to use at the moment, just because of those poor initialization errors. So again, here's those scattered showers. There's only a few showers rotating through. This is not a heavy rain deal here in the morning, but you do have some scattered showers. This is looking at 9 a.m., moving across our eastern areas. That moves across New Jersey and kind of hangs there through early afternoon. So this is going to help put a lid on things a little bit as we go throughout the day. I put the wrong thing there, I'm sorry. This is going to put a lid on things, I think, as we go throughout the day with those showers here initially. Okay, and then eventually the low pressure itself is going to move southeast, and that's going to come in later. But again, you're going to have some mitigating factors out in front of it, some convective inhibitors, whether it be the earlier rain or whether it be just the clouds that are in place. The areas closest to that low pressure as it tracks from northwest to southeast across our region, and just south there is where I think the best dynamics are going to be. So you have this is the high-resolution rapid refresh, and I'm on the wrong hour here. Give me a second. It changes back to, it was changing runs on me there. So as it moves across our region, the highest potential areas are going to be running from maybe just south of State College through Harrisburg and through Lancaster is, I think, your best area to see severe weather. It does not mean you can't see anything further north in isolated cases, but I think the concentration is going to be right in here, right in this corridor, right in here. This is probably your severe area that we're looking at today. And then once it heads eastward, gets towards the coast, the threat lessens later in the day. Now, the HRR does have this congealing eventually. It starts off as a supercellular lookout here in the central PA location, so discrete cells that could become supercells could produce tornadoes. That is a possibility today, and some very high wind gusts associated with that. And then as it moves southeast, the HRR is trying to get this into a congealed line linear mode segment going eastward, which would translate then to a straight line wind threat as it crosses through Philadelphia and into South Jersey. So this takes it all the way to the coast, and it does this all between like 3 and 8 p.m. today, okay? So it's a pretty quick process. because the shear is very high and the forcing is very good. So you have a very high potential, unusually high potential for severe weather in these particular areas. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk for severe storms at the time this video was recorded all the way up to northern Pennsylvania here, just short of the New York-Pennsylvania border, and go straight across almost all of northern New Jersey up until the very far northern part of that that's not included in the slight risk. I think that's too far north. Again, if I want to draw an area that I think is the best areas to severe storms, it's going to be southwest of a line like this. Areas down in here, not up northeast of there. So those are your areas that I expect the severe weather today. We'll continue to monitor that as a very fluid situation, as it is the case with any mesoscale convective system. They kind of have a mind of their own and do their own thing sometimes. And the models try their best, but they can't always predict that. One thing it has here on the NAM that I will use is the severe weather, or excuse me, the supercell composite index, which shows you where the best potential for the supercells are. And you can see it's basically follows a line southwest that line I just drew. See that? And it goes right across our southern area. So that's where your best chance for supercell thunderstorms and possible tornadoes are going to be, where these bright reds and purples are showing up. That's where you see that. So it's mostly the southwestern regions and southern regions of our coverage area that are going to be under the threat for that. Further north, I think, are a lot more stable. And as you can see here, it never gets into northeast PA, never really gets to even Allentown and much of New Jersey. It's really southern New Jersey, south of the line. If you cut New Jersey in half, the southern half of New Jersey would be under the threat of that later in the day. So we'll continue to monitor that throughout the day. I expect tornado watch, or at very least a severe thunderstorm watch, to go out for parts of the region today in response to that. After this point, the system moves off, and we have a couple very nice days coming at us, because this is going to lead of a trough that's going to settle in for Friday and Saturday. Mostly sunny skies both days. Generally upper 70s to near 80 both days. It looks like it's a pretty probably Friday's going to be a little bit warmer. Yeah, maybe 80, 82ish. And then you can see that here, we're in the middle of that, mostly sunny skies, 78 to 84 is a spread across the region from northwest to southeast. And then on Saturday, I think we take a dip back a little bit further, and we're more in that 75 to 80 degree range here for highs on Saturday. So pretty nice day there. Next chance for precipitation will be with a cold front moving toward the region. That's going to be on Sunday, and there could be a late day thunderstorm with that. Some scattered thunderstorms possible late in the day here on Sunday that goes into Sunday evening. And then Monday we're back to mostly sunny skies and a very nice day again. Okay, low humidity and temperatures upper 70s near 80 degrees once again. Once we get to Tuesday, a little bit of a difference is the models are diverging here a little bit. What happens? The European model brings some rain late Tuesday into Tuesday night, with low pressure going right over Delaware, New Jersey. It should be noted that the GFS, though, is much farther east with this and keeps us relatively dry in that time frame. So we'll revisit this as we get a little bit closer to it. We have enough to deal with in short term right now to really be concerned with. And, of course, our focus is going to be the severe weather potential today and where that exists, if at all. Okay, so we have, when this goes straight through Wednesday, we go back to partly cloudy skies. Wednesday, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm there. So the whole theme of the week after we get past today is temperatures are going to be lower. They're lower than average, certainly. We should still be mid to upper 80s for highs, and instead we're going to be, upper 70s near 80 generally for the entire week ahead after today. All right, so today is going to be a little bit cooler with a cloud cover in place. We're just going to be watching this mesoscale convective complex coming across the region, and what exactly it does, where it tracks, will determine who gets the severe weather. Again, we're favoring southwestern areas, but if we have to adjust that, we certainly will. But right now it looks like they have the best chance to see anything that would be of note, which could include supercell thunderstorms and possible tornadoes, along with straight-line wind damage. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for July 29th, 2021. Have a great Thursday.